Ba, 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 da, da. Hello, friends. Welcome to a new stream. I will be your host today. My name is Harstem. This is the Harstem channel. I am the owner and CEO, as well as its only employee. Welcome aboard to this magical mystery ride in which we will be laddering some Terran today. And perhaps, if I'm truly feeling it, we'll play some Pro Tools as well. But that does sound unlikely. All right. Let's have a quick look whether I can get my own chat up. I hate that it defaults to just the top chats. Some messages, such as potential spam, may not be visible. Hey, what's up, young Emu? Good morning, my friend. How are you doing? Live chat is here. Barwurts as well. Wow, look at it. Everyone and their sister already around. That's beautiful. All right. I love the content. Thank you, Heath Cairns. Remember to believe. I always believe. Look at this MMR, okay? Right now we're ranked 73 with our Terran at 5543. My goal is to get to top 50 eventually. If I reach top 50, that would be like a dream scenario. That's 150 MMR away. Yeah, 200 MMR away. A little bit more. I saw 2 rules for this chat. What is the third rule? I don't even know what the first 2 rules are. Is one of the rules don't be an idiot? I don't even know how you can see the rules. Toggle moderation activity, community moderation, participants. What is this crap? Oh, whatever. I hope we're all feeling good. Had a great Wednesday yesterday. Also, I am willing to inflict some minor pain. That's not really pain. I'll just play with it. Some minor annoyance. Myself beating Grammars with super stuff. Build my tech in front of the opponent and attack without using that tech. So you proxy a Stargate, make sure that it gets scouted, and then you blink all in. Oh, that's so good. I freaking love that. Let me write that down. No way. wait, let me write it real fast. Peter Grandmaster super stuff idea. A proxy tag in front, attack without tag. I really like that one.
Not enough minerals.
That's so funny to me.
Not enough minerals.
You know, the funniest one for me are the ones where I know I'd be super frustrated losing against it. If someone would proxy a Stargate versus me and then blink all into me and takes me out, I actually think I would lose my freaking marbles. I don't like flaming people, but I think that is worthy of being called some nasty names. Holy crap. Do you play on multiple accounts? Or just one when making all these nice videos, or same account? I usually swap around a bit. So I have like specific accounts for different series. The Cheesiest Man account, Cheesiest Man Alive account is like a separate one. Then you have the, what do you call it? The Greediest Man Alive is a separate account. Road to Rank 1 is separate. Beating Grandmaster with stupid stuff is usually just on my main account. So yeah, no, there's definitely, there's some difference, but not too much. Hey, hello everyone. Good, well, afternoon. Well, for most of you it's gonna be morning, right? Can we get some hellos from the Europeans? How many Europeans do we have in the chat currently? Can we get some numbers on that? Kind of curious. If you're European, say I. If you're an American, say B. You think I finished this? I think I can. Hello, Europeans. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I do like my Euro bros. So we're gonna be playing a very fun little builder. Oh, I like the way he played this out, but not as much as he probably should have played it out. Okay, it wasn't quite brilliant. So I kind of want to hide that I have a Marine as a first unit. Intelligent build, is that really a Harstem stream? Yeah, keep making jokes about me. Just wait till I control the rest of the world with my videos as well. You'll be the first one to go 80 XOR. Your name is burned into my memory. Okay, we got a bunker over here as well. Feels like that would be correct to do. Whoop whoop. Marine. Playing triple CC opener here. But with a little bit of a twist. Britain is not EU anymore. You guys wanted that, right? Wait, there's some Brits here. Belgium? Yeah, Belgium also counts as part of the EU. We'll take you guys take you guys with us. Wherever we go. Okay, so this is the tiny little difference here. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. You know what's been really annoying me? Is that a lot of songs these days just are remakes of songs that have already been made. So they take the same melody and then they change the lyrics. So then you have the melody but different words. I don't enjoy that very much. Just make something new, no? It feels lazy. I don't like things that feel lazy. Yeah, no shotty is coming out, right? Like it's weird to do. It doesn't sit right with me, that's for sure. It's not sit right with me. Let's see if we can clear this crapper. No, that seems to be the case. Oh, piss off. Oh, does seem like a at least a 2-gate opener here. So then we can actually go downstairs.
Not enough energy. Add-on complete.
Oh, how did you find me? What is this? This guy went on a freaking journey around the world to catch me.
Command center up.
Just gonna build a bunch of marauders here as well, which I think is generally a good thing to do. If you're playing against someone that plays Blink. Now we need to know whether he's getting a fast fourth or not. That's actually somewhat important.
Not enough. Not enough minerals.
Fast fourth? I meant to say fast third, obviously.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, it's a really fast third. Okay, well in that case, we can cut marauder production for a bit. Get a factory down. So you only really want marauder production if you're being like all in. Otherwise there's no real purpose. Wait, is he actually moving across the map right now? No shot, right? Yeah, like we can continue on with marauder production as well. That's not the end of the world. Like we can just start again. This is a slightly frustrating situation for me though. I'll admit to it. Two more of these. Make sure that we get a depot going as well.
Not enough minerals. Not enough. Not enough minerals.
Not a marauder. This feels kind of okay for me. I'm actually completely down with how all of this is looking. And we get a starport. And a cheeky little reactor as well. We can maybe even take this base over here, can't we? Oh, we definitely can. The one thing I'm really afraid of is my dude here popping into my main base. Like some absolute clown. A lot of clowns do that. They pop up in places where you don't want them. Is there any observers here or no? Oh yeah, you see it? You guys see that or no? Oh, you prick! Do you see him? He's moving now. He's moving, he's moving. I don't know where he moved to, but probably somewhere in a stupid position. Probably gonna try and jump in towards my main now. Oh yeah, Chief. I don't see him anymore. He's pissing me off, that's for sure. Not gonna be supply blocked, you know why? Because they never get supply blocked, that's why. The king of not getting supply block after all. Okay, we're gonna move out across the map with this crap. Leave the rest at home. Start 2 more medevacs. I don't necessarily really want to trade at this point. What was he doing? What? Why would I run away? He's like, oh. Nice overstim as well.
Not enough minerals.
Oh. Oh my god, this is not going how I wanted it, is it? We're super overstimmed.
Not enough minerals.
I think we might have lost this game accidentally. As opposed to losing it on purpose. Oh, piss off. You massive prick. Why would I chase so far? Why am I stupid? Why do I have a brain of a pigeon? Oh my god, somebody is. He's on 3 base. 4 base? Ah, he was super all in. Ah! Come on. I shouldn't have been out on the map so far. After I saw this many zealots. I should have just been home. I really messed that up. It's okay. It is what it is. Oh my god, this guy has 5k. I lost 41 points. There goes my dreams of ever making 5-7. Is it possible to switch race for you and play better? Technically, it's not possible. Well, it is possible for me to switch race, but it's just not so fun. Because right now, there's almost no good players on the ladder. So I'd just be playing against the same people I'd be playing with my Terran. Except with my Protoss, which would just make it a bit too easy. So I'd rather have a little fun challenge. Who won it yesterday? Unfortunately, couldn't watch the end. Dark ended up winning. I think on my cheese account, the Zerkan was like 5-4 or so. Oh, something along those lines, at least. How did he find that Reaper? Just by looking around. Yeah, Dark is a menace. I mean, it's nice for me, though, because that means that I've only lost to the winner of the tournament, you know? Everyone else that lost, except unless they got beaten by Dark, didn't, you know? They just got lucky that I didn't play Dark. That's how it is. When's the actual ESL event in Sweden? It's next week, Friday it starts, I think. I'm flying next week, Thursday. What do you think of trying to teach ladder players by playing your absolute optimal game with Protoss? It's just not so interesting. For them. Or for me. Ooh. What level was this TOS player? If this guy is a 6k TOS, which I think he might be, then we could ladder some TOS after this. Snipe this guy a couple of times. That could be somewhat fun. Still have to practice some certain builders anyway, so it's not bad.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
If you only lose to the winner, you're basically second place now. That is indeed how it works. Well, I might even be better than the second place, technically. I didn't have the chance to get to the second place, but I do believe that I would have beaten Ragnarok handily. Yeah. Man, I'm still so sad about my games versus Dark as well. I really felt like I shouldn't die so fast. Frustrating for me. Oh well, that is what it is. He was 5-5? Okay, thank you. Thanks for the epic content. Good health to you and your family. Oh, thank you, buddy. Do you have a ritual before playing a tournament?
Our SCVs are under attack.
Yeah, I usually check what the prize money is for the rank 36. No, I don't really have a ritual. No, I don't want to die. Don't want to die. Ah, you prick! I mean, I actually have no real ritual. I just do my setup properly, and that's really about it. I think it's good enough as well.
Big job, huh? What's going on? Gotcha.
Hold me
Not enough
closer,
minerals.
tiny dancer. Yeah, you're really doing that. Ooh, that's nice for me. See if we can kill that. Oh yeah, we definitely can.
Command center upgrade complete.
Yeah, that was good. But I am still somewhat afraid right now. Did someone ever switch race and started showing better results? Bian used to be a Protoss player. Neep used to be a Terran. Classic used to be a Terran. I might be missing one or two more. Not entirely
Not
sure.
enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Big job, huh? SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
What are they now? Bian is a Terran now. Neep is a Protoss now. Classic is a Protoss now.
Arm. This better be good.
Oh shit. He's actually gonna do that. I think that's a bad trait generally. If there's if there's a worker nearby. It doesn't really seem to do so much. And it does seem to hurt you quite a bit, so I do not approve of that. I think that was a bad trait for him.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
He reads, but he doesn't necessarily answer. Yeah, true. I mean, I read. I don't read everything either.
Command
But I read, like, during the game, like, especially later on in the game, I try to not read as much. Because it's very distracting, obviously. It's very difficult for me to focus on what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, this is such a nice scout. That was such a nice scout for me. Oh my god.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Yeah, whatever, mate. You saw that? I even freaking bananas there. We can actually really rush out a fast... I do need to probably save something at some point. We can really rush out a factory here is what I was gonna say. Because we know there's not going to be any major pressure, which is super big.
add-on complete.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Huh? SCV ready.
Insufficient Vespine
Got one of
gas.
these.
Not enough
We just don't have so
minerals.
many Marines right now, which actually could be pretty bad.
Go ahead.
Like, I'm pretty afraid of that. We actually built too little Marines. We went so hard into basically everything else that we might actually have too little Marines. Nah, well, he's hitting very late for some reason. Okay, here he comes.
Additional supply.
SCV ready.
Goes in towards my natural now.
Our SCV
I'm just gonna kill that, no?
We're screwed. SCV ready.
Our
I'm gonna
SCV
scan if it's not
is
necessary.
under attack.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, forgot my starport after all. It's kind of stupid if you ask me. Did end up losing quite some workers as well, which is also kind of stupid if you ask me. And I lost my Reaper, which,
Not enough minerals.
once again, is kind of stupid if you ask me. So yeah, we've made a bunch of mistakes here. We've killed 2 so far, no?
You want a piece of me, boy?
I think so. 2 DTs have been taken out.
Additional supply depots required.
I also, yeah, being so late with that really sucks actually for me.
Additional supply
Nice
depots
tiny little
required.
supply block.
Additional
Really ever so slightly.
research.
SCV ready.
Let's actually throw some down.
Enough.
I need some more money after all. I want my extra...
Additional supply add-on.
Oh, I gotta be supply block again here.
Research complete.
Usually don't get supply block so much. What is this? Oh, it's not in the correct position. That's not my day.
Not enough minerals.
Look at one Viking actually. This is something that you don't see super often, but versus DT drop, I think it's not super uncommon either. I believe that I managed to once again get supply block. This has just been a terrible day. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, Archon broke. What I was afraid of, kind of.
It's about to get heavy.
Up, you piss off. You go in here.
Add-on complete.
Ready for dust off.
Additional supply depots required.
Ready to plunder.
Okay, there you go. Oh, what's that? That seems annoying to deal with for me.
That's called boom, baby.
That feels good for me to deal with.
Some help here.
But not quite get the kill there.
I can't build here.
Come on. Build.
Add-on.
Build, buddy. Build. Build.
Go time.
Usually you go into your natural after they fill in your main base. Yeah, piss off.
Our SCVs are under attack.
TV ready. Go ahead. This SCV ready.
What's he doing?
Our SCVs are under attack.
They cleared every single unit that he's ever had.
Add-on.
SCV ready. I'm in a war.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Just won the game now. What was this move out? With the Blink Stalkers. Yeah, you need to stop my army from moving.
SCV ready.
He's probably coming here at some point. Still going to build one in the main as well. Get E-base and one of these.
SCV ready.
We actually, funnily enough, are kind of lacking
Mineral field.
units at this point. So a counterattack is probably the scariest thing that could happen to me at this moment.
Not enough.
Ready for dust off.
But a counterattack from Protoss is always scary, so maybe this is just par for the course. What's this guy doing? Come on. Build your little depot, buddy.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Upgrade.
Ready for dust off.
More Ghost. The nice thing about having fighting a gateway army, where you know that the robo is not super active,
SCV ready.
is that all you really need to do is get Ghost out. The moment you got Ghost out, game usually just ends in your favor.
SCV ready.
Oh, why can't I?
Mineral field depleted.
I mean, this is super easy for me. Fight looks a little bit close, but all of his units have no HP at all, so I have absolutely no issues here.
Field depleted.
Terran moment. What? Is this a complaint or? What do you mean Terran moment? Come on! I played freaking perfect this game, okay? Like, well, okay, I lost my units for free, but everything else I did well. What do you mean Terran moment? Okay, let's go over the replay. Let's see who made more mistakes this game. Okay. What does he scout? Sees 3 Marines and an SCV that can get 2-shot. He sees that there's a second SCV here, which means minimal delay on the CC. So basically, he's agreeing to a trade here, 1 Adept for 1 SCV. The moment you go into 3 Marines, right? This is the trade he agrees to. This is not a very good trade. Hey, this is buying 2 Ags for $5. That's the type of trade we're looking at here. Not a good trade, simply that. If this CC would have been delayed by 10 seconds, I might say, hey, that's worth it. Because a 10-second delay on the orbital is very valuable. It's 1 SCV that's later. And 10 is what? 1/6 of 200 to 225. And yeah, we're looking maybe at another 25 minerals of mule mining that you're not getting. So yeah, you could say that's maybe worth it, because you basically killed 2 SCVs with that. But this was a freaking 2-second delay. That's never going to be worth it. Okay, so far I have played better than my opponent. Second move, okay? First of all, he had no wall, no Reaper wall here. So I get in, I scout, I get full information on his build order, which is a build order where the only thing that really matters is that you deny your opponent's info. He doesn't manage to do that, okay? So I'm ahead. So far 2-0 for me. All right, 2-0 for me. Now, rather than saying, hey, maybe I want to hit a bit later with the DTs because they've been scouted anyway, no way that I get in, and you rush out a faster Nexus, what does my opponent do? He still rushes out the DTs while floating enough money for a Nexus for the past 30 seconds. He then loses 1 DT for free in the natural, then loses a DT in the main base, does get some kills here in my main. 5 kills. That is actually somewhat significant. But for 2 kills, overall worker count 42 to 41. My third is done. I'm having orbital command, like triple orbital, triple mule. I'm winning. I'm absolutely winning at this point. Like, it's not even close. Next thing. Blah, blah, blah. He goes in, kills one SCV. Not very relevant. This game is completely fine for him, by the way. Like, it's not... Like, he's down in upgrades, but this is definitely playable if you just get forges. Then, here. Has no vision of where my army is, but knows that I'm busy moving out and saw a medevac. Then decides, rather than checking where my army remains, he goes around with 6 stalkers and goes and kills 3 SCVs. At the small price of being completely out of position with the rest of his army, having... Well, actually, I think he scouted that as well with the prism, no? So he sees me he sees me move here, but because he was microing his stalkers against the SCVs, allows me to move into his natural and then kill his pylon and every single worker. Here, I probably should have picked up all of these units and gone into the main. And this game would have been super over. I shouldn't have continued fighting after I killed the zealots. Like, this was, I think, a bad fight. Then I have Ghost ready for his incoming push, which he's doing of 0-0 upgrades. And I win the game. I think I deserve this victory. This is not a Terran moment. This is well deserved. Thank you, Boom Phrasing, for the 5 Australian dollarinos. Do you think it's an advantage to play against Protoss as your off-race? Well, I understand how Protoss works. Yeah, I mean, that's an advantage. Like, if I see a build, I always know what's going on. Like, just by gateway timings or by the amount of units. I understand how many gateway units a TOS can have. I understand exactly what timings TOS is going to hit. This is a huge advantage. Like, my position in the game, I almost always understand. Now, there's certain things with Terran that I struggle with myself. But most of the things I completely understand, yeah. I think I actually do believe I have a very good understanding of this matchup from the Terran perspective, theory-wise. Sometimes I don't quite execute. So what I tend to do is I tend to get a little bit too excited, where I see a bad build order from a Protoss, and I'm like, oh, this build is freaking balls, let me go kill him, rather than waiting for the correct moment. It often feels like I know what to do, and then my hands just get excited and go do something else by themselves. What are possibilities of you switching race, and what race would you switch to if you were forbidden to play Protoss? I would switch to Zerg. Well, I would have switched to Zerg. Right now, I think I would just quit playing. I don't want to learn a new race. Like, not as intimate as I've learned Protoss. I really liked my my arc of learning Terran. It has been pretty fun. It's just at a professional level, like, it's very different to play something within one matchup or to play it at a professional level. Like, very different. I'm not sure if I could. Like, it is freaking pain. Like, you're lacking so much theory still. And at high level, you're just gonna die to so many builds. Where it's like, oh, I don't quite know what to do against this. Like, I mean, it's fun, but it's also freaking bothersome. I'm not sure if I can go through those motions with a completely new race where you start from so far behind. I don't think I would want that.
Not enough
Why don't you play only Protoss? There's not enough opponents for me. And also, I really enjoy playing Terran at a lower level. I think... So, one of the beautiful things about playing Terran is that, like I could literally do anything right now at this MMR. And it's as good as my real build orders, you know? Because no one really entirely knows the theory. So, if I play triple starport battle cruisers against this guy, it would be as good as me playing Innovations build order, you know? Maybe triple starport battle cruiser is going to be better because it's off meta, and my opponent doesn't really know how to respond to that. Like, to me, the thought of that is just so exciting, you know? Everyone's kind of figuring stuff out. They don't have like this theory book in their head on how to play exactly. I find that very fun. So yeah, I could open up with 7 Banshees if I'd want to, and then go into Mass Marine, you know? It's like, if my mechanics, you know, my mechanics are good enough and I micro well, make decent enough decisions, then yeah, this could 100% work. Isn't that fun? Like, this is... People don't realize this. They always are looking forward to getting out of bronze or getting out of platinum. But there's something beautiful of being stuck in Platinum, being able to open up with 5 Cyclones and then go into Mass Raven, you know? And this is a viable plan. Yeah, it's just beautiful to me. I don't know, like I can't really do that stuff with Protoss at the super high level, you know? I can't just walk in there and say, hey, I'm gonna open up with 7 Nexi and you know, we'll see how we take it from there. And then I can do what I want. Yeah, often I prefer playing, you know, meta builds because I think that's, to me, that's very fun. But I can also just throw in anything I want and it works. Or it could work, potentially. Now, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes people have good responses. Sometimes people have terrible responses. Did not quite get the block there like I wanted to. Actually, I didn't even really want the block. I rallied my Reaper incorrectly. Let me be honest for once. Almost got a drone there, though. Put in fairly high tier. Die, die, die. Is there a queen coming? Nope. The queen was not coming. That's very cool. For me. Killing a drone is really rare for me. Almost never happens. Why not use those ridiculous openings then? Because I really like the thought as well of just playing proper standard StarCraft. Like, I sometimes play them. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of opportunities for me to play them, but most of the time I just like, you know, doing what Clem does, just significantly worse. There's something beautiful about that, you know, just doing things the correct way and failing miserably until you don't fail miserably. That is also the beauty of it, right? Because then at some point, it often does feel like with the strategies, is that it's very fun to pick those strategies, but it feels like you're winning purely based on strategies. You're not really super outplaying your opponent in any way. It's like, so I don't know, I just like doing both. And most of the time I prefer playing like solid StarCraft, or, you know, what would be considered solid StarCraft at the level that I play at with Terran. Which, I mean, it's, in reality, it's not very solid StarCraft at all. Like, let's face it, my Terran's not so good. Not so good at all. See if we can get some damage in here. Maybe we can. No, we can't. This is a fairly, what would I call it? Passive little build here that I have in the early game.
Not enough energy.
Get a lot of units with this though. You piss off. Go over here. You know how you can follow this up as well with like another factory and then go for like mine drops, things like that. It's not very good, but I do think clan play is something like that every now and again. So maybe it is very good. I don't know. He's gonna go to my third base now. It's going to allow me to move out pretty safely. No! Go in there.
Add-on complete.
Okay. Get another depot over here. I want my combat shield to start as well at some point, obviously. Somewhat important. I'm going to need a... another medevac as well. And more barracks too. I freaking love building more barracks. Because barracks provide more production. Oh. No, 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 no. Behind a claws. That was almost an illegal move out of me. Come on, build one more. We're gonna move into this direction. This guy's just gonna be sent home, actually. I don't really want to be the dude that flies around with a medevac with 2 HP and then loses it. And all of you are gonna tell me that I should have just repaired it. Why do pros never repair their medevacs? Yeah, I don't know either. That will remain a mystery till the end of time, my friend. It really will. And where's this guy at? Okay.
Ready for dust off.
go in the gas over here.
Research complete.
Oh, that's kind of exciting, no? That's a big hit. Oh, nice. That's 2 Marines behind. Yeah, it's just 2 Marines. Who cares about those guys, am I right? Hey.
Add-on
Oh.
complete.
Not entirely brilliant.
SCV ready. SCV ready. I'm on.
We have a bunch of mines here that are just kind of chilling at this point. Ah, did not want to lose that.
Who wants some? Gangway coming through. SCV ready.
I'll start 2-2 as well.
Go, go, go.
And these bad boys in. Just get more and more upgrades. I think that's always something that's going to be good. Port base on the way. And might as well start our 5th immediately, right? Why not?
Add-on complete.
Whatever this is going to be. We just want some more medevacs on the map on the left side as well. Because right now we're very heavily focused on
Not enough minerals.
well, what feels to me like the wrong side. I'm gonna build a random mine over here. Did I start my yeah, there you go. Did do that correctly.
Go, go, go.
Oh yeah, come on, die. You massive prick. Oh! Those were 13 Bailings, weren't they? Oh my god, life is so good being a Terran player. Up, snipe both of them. Still going to need to pick up here, but it's not the end of the world. Some more... Oh, that was freaking beautiful, wasn't it? That was freaking beautiful. That was a true Terran moment.
Additional supply.
If I was a Zerg player, I'd be absolutely fuming. Nice little supply block here as well. Always important to call out your own supply blocks. So that other people are aware of your failures as a human being. Well, we went a bit too hard there, perhaps.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Oh, what is this guy doing?
Research
Oh, you have so many of these. So many mines, no?
complete. Not enough minerals.
Oh, this is the repaired medevac from earlier. Kind of forgot that that was a thing, honestly. Not gonna lie about that.
Mineral field
Here you go over here. Look at this. Boom, new base. Look how many mines I have. Look how many mines I have. This is really not okay. I have so many mines.
your forces.
Oh! I didn't look at my army for a couple of minutes there. That's okay. Is this a fake? Yeah, it does seem fake.
Command center upgrade.
You still have a lot of supply now, and this thing did end up staying alive. This didn't feel so bad either. Dude, we're playing like absolute clowns here. This is so beautiful. I freaking love playing like a clown. This is kind of what I was born to do. As a clown, born and raised in the circus is where I spend most of my days. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. Oh, look at this. It's going to be some banging mine shots. I can feel it. I'm completely maxed out again. I forgot to start 3-3 though. That's actually kind of bad. Let's see if I can kill every single worker here. Oh.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Yeah, whatever. Hop. That's a win now. Look at that multitasking, my friends. Oh, it worked. Yeah. No stalls for you. Hoppa. Completely out of this world. Micro, macro. Absolutely anything. I threw it at him. 19 points in the pocket here. And that's what we play for. What do you think about the ad change that Twitch will implement? Grubby seemed upset about it. Well, the changes are idiotic, but it's also idiotic to assume that they're going to stay, right? Is anyone interested in this? It's just Twitch. I think it's been similar with Twitch for a while now. I think most of their things are designed for them to make a little bit more money and for creators to make a little bit less money. It's been like the trend for the past few years, I think. So I'm not super surprised. I was a bit surprised that this specific piece of the guidelines or the rules managed to go past, I assume, multiple departments, because it was so obviously not implementable for them without completely destroying their viewer base. Like, I think a lot of people focused on like creators hosting big events, which I mean, I understand it because creators by themselves have probably the largest fan base, but it's the esports tournament that they would all lose. Every tournament worldwide uses burned-in ads. So for the people that don't know, Twitch published some guidelines that you weren't allowed to have burned-in ads anymore, pre-recorded ads, basically, that you then play integrally on Integral. You play them completely on your through your OBS. So someone else's ad, or an ad of a sponsor, basically. And they said that's not allowed anymore. But I mean, you're having CSGO tournaments with 1 million viewers that do that. You have LCS, that the League of Legends stuff that broadcasts like 17 times every single week. Like every esports tournament needs to do that. Like it is so extremely unrealistic to expect that. It's not possible because this is how big tournaments get their revenue, right? It's not doable. So it was so obvious after reading that for 2 minutes. I was like, well, this is not possible. And then people get very upset. It's like, Twitch idiotic. Well, it's probably true, but it's also so obvious that it's not going to happen because it's simply impossible. Like it can't happen. Amazon doesn't care. Streamers have nowhere else to go. I mean, if Amazon wouldn't care, they would just shut down the business. Like it is such obviously a terrible thing to do. Like, it's just legitimately dumb. If you have, I mean, esports tournaments, they probably provide a crap ton of viewership. You have like organizations like ESL that are running their streams the entire time, always with burned-in ads. You have, I don't know, it just seems so stupid. That I can't even really get very upset about it because it was so obvious it was not going to happen. It felt like a bit of an April Fool's joke. Yeah, everyone gets so upset. I always feel like that whenever Twitch publishes some new rules, that people, no matter what it is, like Twitch could be saying that they're going to give every streamer 50 more euros, and then people will be upset that it was only 50. Like, it's such an easy victim to bash as well, you know, Twitch, because they always do make mistakes. But it's also easy to go, stupid idiots. I don't know, I find it a little bit sad. Especially because I was there for the start of Twitch as well, right? Like, StarCraft's been around for a very long time. I think in the first few years, Twitch was like freaking, like, it was great to work with, and the people that worked there were super nice. I still think the people that worked there are probably super nice, but it feels like they lost a little bit of touch with their roots. I guess that's what happens when companies grow very big very often. But yeah, it's a bit weird to see. It really is a bit weird. It's all been downhill since they added the front page. I don't mind the front page. What's wrong with the front page? It seems to make some sense. Actually provided a lot of value for StarCraft over the years as well, the front page. Because StarCraft was such an important part of Twitch's inception, basically, it always felt like StarCraft kind of got a preferential treatment over other, maybe even bigger esports or other bigger streamers. So we'd often have our tournaments on the front page when numbers-wise that might not even be completely deserved. And that's the type of stuff that freaking helps so much. Like getting front page featured on Twitch, yeah, that's massive. Like absolutely massive. It just completely boosts your numbers for all the sponsors. Like, and that's the type of stuff that I think they did very well for quite a long time. I think Twitch is very responsive with their partner managers as well, generally. Like Like for me, it's impossible, for example, to talk to almost anyone on YouTube.
Not enough
Like
minerals.
I get to talk with a freaking bot if I have any issue. Like if my channel gets removed tomorrow for whatever reason, like if I get a false strike, I'm not under the illusion that I'm gonna get my channel back. Like that's gone. Like my livelihood depending on hopefully YouTube not making an automated mistake. That's a little bit scary. While with Twitch, I know for a fact that if something happens with my Twitch channel today, I'll have it back tomorrow. Because I have so many contacts within that company that are very easy to reach. It's just a very, very responsive company when it comes to that. Like they're... Sure, they pay less to their creators, but a lot of the things that they do are, I think, are pretty good. That being said, I think the main issue that I have with Twitch is that their video player is just so freaking garbage if you compare it to YouTube. Which is why I personally prefer watching streams on YouTube by like a million times. I like being capable of rewinding, then clicking the live button, going back to live. The VOD system on Twitch is complete garbage as well. Like, there's a lot of things that Twitch does wrong. And there's a lot of things that Twitch does right. I also think that the way the YouTube chat looks is freaking ugly. Because the point of YouTube is not to have a good chat experience, is, you know, to still have the recommendations on the side as well. I think Twitch integrated that way nicer. Like, it looks way more appealing the way that they did it.
Command center upgrade complete.
I don't know. Twitch keeps buffering. Yeah, Twitch is just... Hey, there's a lot of things that are wrong with Twitch, or that reasons why I would prefer YouTube over Twitch, but I don't like all this outrage. It's always the same. Twitch has some rule change, and sometimes they're even just making it more clear. Like very often there's a rule set that has been in place for years, but they never truly clarified it. And then they clarify it, people go like, oh, what a stupid rule. It's like, well, it's been there for freaking years. And it's been working quite well, or maybe there's a decent reason for it. Like, it's just... Like, honestly, the only problem was the burned-in ads. The rest of the rule changes were fine, and people were getting really upset that, you know, there's stupid sponsor streams, or some people are dependent on their HelloFresh stuff. It's like, yeah, you can still do freaking HelloFresh streams. Did you not read the stupid thing? Like, just get upset and then start screaming, it's so bad. It's like, well, maybe read first. It's not that hard. Idiots. But Twitch, the problem is that Twitch is so cucked as well. Like, why don't they just say, hey, we made some mistakes, that was stupid, but the rest of the rules are not bad. They just stand by your decisions.
Command center upgrade
Like,
complete.
it's always all the same on all these companies. They're being so, oh, we messed up, and no, don't apologize, you meant it. Stand, you know, if you truly believe in these bad changes, then at least stand by them. They don't all fall for the backlash so quickly. Don't do that. It's super lame.
Not
Stand
enough
by your crap
minerals.
ideals. You want to make money on this platform? Just say so.
Not enough minerals.
Losers.
Not enough minerals.
You gotta- don't be a coward as well. Just make bad changes. It's not a bad plan.
Not
Okay, we're
enough
gonna go
minerals.
6 cars here.
I'm waiting on you. Are you
And we'll drop a bunch of Marines as well. That's the plan for now.
Additional
Oh, I actually
supply
kind of messed this up.
required.
It's okay, guys. It's okay.
Ready for dust off.
Together we made it. We made it even though we had our backs up against... we're gonna stay on 5 cars then. I kind of messed up this build a little bit now.
SCV ready?
Ready.
Oh, what? That's so sad. That was legitimately the saddest thing I've done in my entire life. Oh no. That was actually legitimately sad.
Are you ready?
That was not a wall.
Not enough minerals.
What am I doing with my life? No.
Add-on complete.
Somebody, get me out of this
Oh.
mess.
That's not quite gonna work out for me, is it now, mate?
SCV ready?
Oh, piss off with your constant
Not enough minerals.
freaking crap.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Oh.
This better be good. You want a piece of SCV ready?
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Ah! You scared me. Go ahead. SCV ready. Go,
Add-on.
go, go! Are you ready for this?
Ah, come on, how can I misclick? Die. Die.
Gangway coming through.
Actually really messed it up again. Oh my god, we're just messing up into messing up into messing up, aren't we?
Enough energy.
I forgot my second effect. Are these guys stuck? You hate to see it, don't you?
Additional supply depot. Not enough.
As a big fan of the SCVs, I don't want them to be stuck.
Complete.
Yeah, go back to work, boys.
Game
TP.
paused.
Don't think so, buddy. People who think stream sniping is a problem don't play the game. Internet speeds are not fast enough for it to matter. You're just wrong. No, it's not wrong. Stream sniping, of course. Well, it's not. What you mean, stream sniping or stream cheating? So stream sniping is when you queue as someone at the same time. I don't see anything wrong with that. But stream cheating is when you have someone else's stream open to get more information. That's freaking huge. No, of course that matters. What? I play the game. I say that it matters. I play this game a decent amount even. This 100% matters. Of course that matters. That's freaking huge. If you can see all your opponent's stack where something is proxied, internet speeds are plenty quick for that. It's maybe like a 5 or 6 second delay. I think that's no problem. If I know where someone's proxies or what their initial tech is, I'm never losing a PvP again in my life. Yeah, of course it's gonna massively matter. Why is he doing this? Does he really think I'm this slow? I guess he does.
SCV ready.
Does say something about your reputation, I guess. This is a really bad way of building, but whatever.
SCV ready.
Come on, I want a couple more, I guess. Can I get this? Oh, come on.
Ready for dust off.
Additional supply
SCV
depots
ready.
required.
Go, go, go! By the number.
Additional
Nothing here.
supply depots required.
Die.
Additional supply depots required.
Gangway coming.
Additional supply depots required.
Nice one.
Additional supply depots required. Research complete.
SCV ready.
Muta. I freaking hate people that play Mura.
Base is under attack.
We could use some help here. Want a piece of me, boy?
Add-on complete. Our mineral fields are
Ready for
under
dust
attack.
off.
What's up?
This does not feel very good for me.
Go, go, go! SCV ready.
This still doesn't feel very, very good for me at all. Oh, thank you.
Somebody, get me out of this.
Maybe it's playable? Well, I shouldn't have lost all my units. What is this? Looks like a risotto. Very high tier. Okay, well, we're fairly dead right now.
Field depleted.
This guy should come in here.
SCV ready.
Hmm.
This better be good. What? Go, go, go! And ready.
Maybe I can hit some with my miners.
Add-on complete. Your forces are under attack. Upgrade
Want a
complete.
piece of me, boy?
Life flights here.
Gonna move these around. Now, Clem once told me that the moment you are at home versus Mutalis, you are losing the game. So you want to be on the map with at least something, even if it's just like 2 medevacs. It's better than having nothing on the map, he always said. Well, he told me this once. I'm a quick learner after all. So we're actually gonna be out on the map here. Oh, it's coming in. That is interesting.
Base is under attack. Are under attack.
SCV ready. is here.
Additional supply depots required.
Was that really a good trade for him?
Mineral field depleted.
I don't think so.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Go, go, go. SCV ready.
Your forces are under attack.
Just gonna keep this one in a separate control group here. I want more Thors, that's for sure. How many workers do I actually have here? I have way too many, don't I?
Go ahead. Thor is here. SCV ready.
Yeah, one of these over here. I mean,
Not enough.
I don't want to brag, but... What are these guys doing? What are these guys doing? We are technically still alive.
Go ahead.
That's not really a massive brag,
Base.
saying that you're technically still alive.
SCVs are under attack.
Please don't. Wait, did he kill both of my Thors? No shot, right? Wait, I have nothing in here? I thought I for sure had like a turret or something.
Our SCVs
Oh, this is not great.
under attack.
Oh, this was
Upgrade.
fairly mediocre.
Our SCVs are under attack.
For him? No, for me. Oh, no, I don't want to lose that.
SCVs are under attack.
Ah, we're definitely dead. Okay, let's see if we can counterattack across the map. Accidentally win the game here.
SCV ready.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
SCV ready.
Okay, well, that's not working out yet. Not quite. I think we're dead. I think before the Mutas flew in and killed everything, we were in a playable position. Workers active. Yeah, maybe it wasn't so great. Resource collection wasn't so bad though. He had 90 workers in the end. I too hate Zerg, my friend. Stream cheating and map having are two different things. Yeah, but if you have two equally skilled players at a high level, and one is map hacking, that player is always going to win. Or did I say map hacking? If one is stream cheating or map hacking, they're going to win. Like 100%. Because you have like 6-7 seconds delay maybe. You're always going to catch everything. Food is high tier. I like it. Good luck, Harstem. Thank you. Eating Belgian fries? No, it's I think mushroom risotto. Very high tier. Cheating is always discouraged, regardless of how much the advantage is. If you need an advantage over someone, then you're worse than your rank. Yeah. Wait, was there anyone that actually believed that the stream cheating was not helpful? I don't think so, right? It's 1328 right now in the Netherlands. Creep is basically map hack? No, not true. It's Wrong, I didn't believe it. Yeah, I think for a lot of lower level games, it's probably correct. It doesn't matter so much.
Go ahead.
But for high level games, it matters a crap ton.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Because very often people, even if they have full information, have no clue what to do with it anyway.
Not enough.
Like I see people building like mass Hydra versus mass battle cruiser, you know? It's like, it literally just doesn't matter. They don't know how to punish things either. Maybe it could even be a disadvantage having information because they don't understand what it means. So they could just
Additional supply depots.
start countering something that isn't even there yet. You know, play way safer because they're afraid. Things like that.
Not
like-
enough minerals.
Getting more information is only useful if you know what to do with that information. It's a Terran player, isn't it? Yeah.
SCV ready.
Harstem, is a wired mouse and keyboard combo better than Bluetooth? Keyboard I have wired, mouse I have Bluetooth. There's no point in getting your keyboard non-wired, I think.
What's going?
But for mouse, it does make a difference. I didn't believe it made a difference until I tried it,
Insufficient.
and now I don't think I
gas.
can go back to a wired mouse.
It's your dime.
You literally said yourself 10 minutes ago you like this level because you can do anything.
Will do.
Yeah,
Yo. Big
as long as it's not scouted very far ahead. Or what? It's not the highest level of games. Yeah, but I mean, I think above Masters it starts mattering. What you
Command
call it?
center upgrade complete.
Because people kind of start understanding how to attack each other, you know? How to kill each other, how to scout for certain things. I think that's really where the difference is made. But for a large portion of StarCraft 2 players, it literally doesn't matter.
SCV ready. Who wants some?
But yeah, if I see a Protoss proxying a Stargate, I absolutely know what to do.
What's it?
This is a really risky move that I just made. But it kind of, it showed that I have map control now. It's like showing dominance basically to your opponent. Especially if you don't have it, that's when it's important. Sun Tzu once said it as well. Pretend to be strong when you're weak. Right now I'm very weak. And I'm pretending to be strong. Because this is a strongman move. This should be a thing in these strongman challenges. You know, rather than flipping tires.
SCV ready.
They just tell you that you now have to move your first Reaper across the map when playing one gas expansion. Like, oh! The madman did it!
SCV ready.
That'd be high tier. I would watch that. Is it true that to prevent wrist pain you shouldn't move your mouse with your wrist but entire arm? Dude, I have no clue. Not a doctor. Don't take your advice from StarCraft 2 players,
Command
trust me.
center upgrade
I've seen how these clowns sit. I've mentioned before, but when it comes to ergonomics, I am the example picture in the book, you know? Like the angle that I sit at, it's actually perfect. I don't like to brag about things, but this is something I feel very comfortable bragging about. My posture of my shoulders is not so great, but the way that I sit and the way that my neck is positioned looking at the screen, this is super good. Like super high level. I'm the only person that has this screen on freaking eye level. I think Lambo also is experimenting with it now. That like is so low tier. If you Rainer has his screen like this. He's just looking down the entire time. You get the nerd neck syndrome in that case, I think, eventually. It can be good for you.
Additional supply depots required.
Cancel one more worker. Nice little supply block here. Let's pretend it never happened.
SCV ready.
That your posture which helps prevent supply blocks. It has been said, yeah. That the posture is very important when it comes to the supply block. Here I'm supposed to have this on the edge, I believe.
Fueled up, ready to go. Gangway coming through. This
Maybe I want one over here in the very far corner as well.
SCV ready. What's go? SCV ready.
There you go, buddy. You go start flying already. Important. Very important even. See? This is why I keep this one here. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. I also want some info. Or well, I'm not sure how much info my opponent got there really. I also want to pretend to get some info. Good like that then. Pretend to be scouting. Feels good to do.
You want a piece of me, boy? Why not? SCV ready. We could use some help.
Oh, what is this?
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
No, 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 no. Oh, BCs?
Base is under attack.
Do I still have my Cyclone alive? I don't think I do.
Command center.
SCV ready. Gangway coming through.
Hello? Where's the rest of my dudes?
SCV ready. SCV ready.
We're really close to having another another thing, what do you call it? Anti. There you go. Close. Very close. Okay, here we go. What are these guys doing, huh?
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Remember when I said you can get away with anything at this level? Well, exactly my point.
Complete.
Gangway coming through.
My man just rushed out one battle cruiser with 3 Cyclones.
SCV ready.
Did I start stim yet? Okay, it already finished. Even.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? Ready to blunder. Gangway coming through. Why not? Fighter.
Wait, why is this one not over here?
You want a piece of me, boy? Ready to blunder. Go, go, go!
Not enough minerals.
Definitely want to have that.
Armed and ready.
And we're gonna need to add some dudes at some point. Some more barracks.
Coming through.
There's a chance he's going to try and get a kill here. This is not super uncommon. Unlike this on this command center. Just gonna try and get as many mules out as possible. Add 2 more barracks.
Not enough.
I mean, we're winning in the freaking Viking War, that's for sure. At least, I hope I am. I'm not winning in the Viking War, I'm actually in trouble. Didn't start combat yet, which is bad. We'll get a fort base. I don't really have map control, so I don't feel super comfortable, you know, getting it anywhere else.
We could use some help here.
Oh, that's not nice. Oh,
Get heavy. SCV ready. Bad news.
we want 2 more starports though. So you guys can go build this.
SCV ready.
You go here.
By the numbers.
Upgrade complete.
Go, go, go! I'm an build here. Been waiting this better you.
Mineral field depleted.
It's an exciting game, isn't it? No clue what's happening, but exciting it is for sure.
SCV
Research.
SCV ready.
Well, gonna lose one more tank, I guess. Don't think that was so brilliant, mate.
Mineral field depleted.
Gangway coming.
So we're just, well,
Add-on.
definitely want to get more workers
Go ahead.
doing things, right? Why's my sensor tower not done yet? Oh, because it got cancelled.
Big job, huh?
Just gonna spread as many marines out as I can. And we're just moving into like super late game territory ASAP, basically.
Not enough
That doesn't feel super bad, does it?
Upgrade is under attack.
Oh, he's here.
Base is under attack.
Oh, you die. So now I'm very happy that I didn't go for,
Upgrade complete.
what do you call it? For multiple...
Not enough minerals.
What's that?
We could use some help here.
Oh, that's not good. That's what that is.
Mineral field depleted.
Do I not have concussive? I did not have concussive. Very nice. I hate it when I forget about things. Now I'm very happy that I didn't end up getting my... I wanted to get many reactors and kind of play it from there, but I decided against that. I was like, you know what? Rather than reactors, what I want tech labs so I can get ravens going. And that's going to really pay off now. Look how many workers I have. Freaking 86 workers. I'm balling in cash. Need some more of these though.
Not enough minerals.
Is that his fourth? I want to say he's dead, but not looking so good, is it now, mate?
Upgrade complete.
Want more ravens? I was gonna say, do I want more cars? I definitely don't want more cars. I want a lot of things, but not cars.
Upgrade.
Cars are the one thing I definitely don't need. A lot of freaking marauders.
Not enough
Good unit as well. Let's just start clearing these rocks everywhere. Now, I do have some medevacs out right now, which is actually useful.
insufficient.
I have freaking 7 ravens, huh? Look at this. He's just sitting over here. Minding his own business. Just gonna start attacking this. So he scans this. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of units.
Our SCVs are under command center upgrade.
What's his upgrades? Does have air upgrades. Are you really gonna be playing a super boring,
Ready for dust off.
still late game against this mech player? Yes, we are. Alright, in that case, I'll need some energy. Finish my food real fast.
Is under attack.
Oh no. Actually, it's pretty powerful. Do I care much about these workers?
Attack. Mineral field depleted.
Really?
It's your dime.
God, this is going to be world's most boring game, isn't it? Oh my god, I'm already upset.
Upgrade complete.
Bad news? There's something in the way.
Add-on complete.
Like, I know he's going to be playing a terribly boring style here. I don't even care about that base very much. Come on, just leave me alone, dude. You really think this is gonna be good for you? It obviously is not gonna be good for you, right? Oh. I'm sorry, I already have a base over here as well. I forgot to tell you that. Oopsies.
Not enough minerals.
I mean, we have to go into mech as well at this point, right? That's the rules. Those are the rules.
Upgrade complete.
That's the rules. We want to take these bases as fast as possible, right? That's somewhat important as well. Just gonna build a freaking massive wall over here, so you can't easily run by anymore with cars. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Aye, that was not great.
Unacceptable command. Not enough.
Wait, can I just go in here now? I think he's massively out of position. He only has 3. Let's go. Oh. Many auto turrets. Many auto turrets. Are we just winning the game? That would be fantastic. I don't think that's what's happening though. I think I lost all my air control. Oh, that's not nice. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is... Well, I killed the base. If I survive the incoming onslaught, we'll be just fine.
SCVs are under attack.
Oh, he's actually gonna go for it? No shot, right?
Add-on complete. Not enough.
But he's gonna go for it. I mean, I have no freaking tanks left, do I?
Our SCVs are under attack.
Well, I have one over here. One over here. Oh, he's going straight for the throat. He's had enough of it. He's like, boys, it's time to go. It's now or never. What's the pair if I'm winning this? Don't think I am, actually. Now I might be. Now I might be. Now I might be. Oh, that was relatively fast.
Ready to plunder.
Oh. Bye. I was hoping I could shoot that. If he sieges up all of them, that would be sick. No, don't want that either.
Base is under attack. Not enough minerals.
Am I winning this fight?
Ready for dust-off.
I definitely am winning that fight now. He's hardly mining. Let's get some more money.
Base.
Oh, he's a freaking Thor. Of course he has a Thor. Oh, we have a lot of units as well, though.
Ready to plunder.
I feel like I really provoked him there. Those were not manner mules, by the way, if you think that. I don't drop manner mules. I find that stuff pathetic.
Our SCVs.
Those were mules to try and kill a tank. So just, you know, get that right.
Mineral field.
Ready to plunder.
Not enough energy.
I have no scans available.
Not enough energy. Base is Vespine geyser exhausted. Not
Like, what is this crap? Need some freaking lips, no? Great wall over here, still functioning as well. What is he doing? No shot. No shot! What is this crap? Yeah, let's not do it like that.
enough energy. Not enough energy.
Die! You monsters!
Not enough mineral field.
How do I have so little freaking things available to go for? Is this guy stuck? Moron! Get out of here, mate. Oh, this place I could lose, I guess.
Of course.
Not enough energy. Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Ready to plunder.
Look at this crap.
We're returning.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance.
Attention. All hands to battle stations.
Come on, siege up. Siege up. Poof!
Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Wait, what? Okay, we're just gonna be moving back a bit.
Insufficient Vespine
How do I keep not just straight up winning the game here?
guide.
Is that somewhat frustrating for me? Yeah, actually that is.
Upgrade complete.
The amount of workers I have lost, or the amount of dudes I have lost so far in this game, pretty darn high, I have to admit. Okay, now I think we just win now. Whoopa! No GG? This is the problem with Mac players. They make you work for a win that they're not even gonna give you credit for. It is so... Ay, 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 ay. Unbelievable. Resources lost? Too late. I mean, I bet I had a lot of resources lost out. Because I was out mining him. I have 5.5k a minute at certain places. I remember this rain of mules. That's when I said, I need some money right now. And then 5.5k. That's a crazy amount. Back players on their way to turtle for 20 minutes and leave after one failed attack. Yeah, it is what it is. It's because of your manor mules? I didn't manor mule him. I dropped the mules so I could try. I tried killing one of his tanks. I dropped it on one of the low tanks. If you have freaking 12 orbital commands, this is a normal move. Two Harstem streams this week. I stream 5 times a week, but usually 3 times or 4 times is on Twitch. So that's why. Try a game with Toss. See if there's anyone there for us. Maybe Saddle's laddering. Don't think he is. Right. Leave me that. I did not manor mule him. It's so obvious I was on a manor mule. He has been pricks. Yeah, obviously. Pricks. You do any sport? Yeah, I've run. Very fast. Hi Harstem, wish you the best. I do like very much his inward suck. Thanks for the content. Ah. My pleasure, bud. Oh, so we got Shadow as our first opponent. Exciting. So, now that we have some PvPs, there is a decent... I will just, you know, I'm gonna preface this by saying that I've desperately been trying to improve at the 1 gate expand a la max packs. And so far, it hasn't necessarily been going great. PvP went from one of my best matchups to one of my worst. And this has been the case for the past 2 weeks. I still believe that I have a very good understanding of 2 gate versus 2 gate, but it almost feels stupid to practice 2 gate versus 2 gate if Max Packs plays 1 gate expansion every single game and has like a 95% win rate in this matchup, right? It does not feel correct for me to just say, okay, well, I can't play that, I'm not good enough. A lot of it is theory based, a lot of it is also in micro, but both of these things I don't think I'm necessarily very weak at. So I'm going to continue this, but sometimes very often I will just die. This is just how it works for me at the moment. I've played about 200 games, I think, 250 or so, with the 1 gate expand, and I'm getting better at it. Okay, I win in a lot of the pretty standard scenarios at this point, but there's also scenarios where I have legitimately no clue what to do, and I just end up losing. It's not completely uncommon for me. So yeah, just be aware of that and be kind to me. You know, we're learning together. So I'm very vulnerable right now. Let's see what we can do here. Hop, a little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Jessica by my side, a little bit of Tina is what I need. So 3rd pylon down here. We want to piss off ASAP, that's for sure. Cheeky little one of these bad boys. Oh, I actually really need that pylon. And that was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. No, we got an oracle out over here. Oh. You know what vibes I'm getting here, my friends? Not very good vibes. Not very good vibes.
Receiving.
Oh, wait, he saw that already, so I can actually fly straight over. So it's going to be a 4-gate, which is one of the more common scenarios. I'm not saying that because it's a common scenario, I'm very good at it. Actually, one could say the opposite. It is one of the common scenarios that I'm not so great at. Actually true. Die. Okay, this was really good. Now it's game over, I think. So Max Packs would never in a million years lose this game again. But for the people that are not aware, I am not actually Max Packs. I'm his idiotic brother, you know? No cancel there. That was a good example of why I am the idiotic brother and he's the cool one, you know? Everyone wants to be like him. He's wearing the freshest clothes. No, 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 no! 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 Oh, he almost left without GG. Well, that sucked. To be fair, the PAX has been telling me that maybe Oracle First isn't the way anymore blindly. We have been running some experiments with alternative approaches here. Having to build this, or having to use the super battery was annoying. But I think... Do I have a chrono? No. If I cancel this, I mean, it still sucks. Probably needed a third stalker. Or a sentry. I see Max Pack build sentries often. Like one sentry is really sick. Just get a buff, cut this in half. Because then you stop this type of move. Maybe I need to put a pylon here as well. Yeah. Maybe a sentry is not so bad. As an extra unit there. I'll think about that. I saw him do that against Showtime as well. When's the next coaching session with Max Pack? So we can ask him sometime in the future. Oh god. This is the worst map for 1-gate expand. Did you ever stop to think that Max Packs versus pros? Nah, it's not true. Okay, I think Max Packs is fairly similar skill to Showtime, actually. Like really, really similar skill. It's not the same, like MMR wise at all. Like the difference between his win rates, it should not be that big. You know, like he shouldn't be able to dominate so hard, and he genuinely always gets ahead from the opening. He either just straight up wins from the opener or gets ahead, like 90% of the time. I also think he's very good in the mid game and the late game, but his real power is the early game. He's just always ahead, which is a good thing to have. It's a nice problem to have, it really is. The one thing that was a little bit frustrating there is that I think I need to get a third pylon a bit faster in order to afford a quicker void ray if I want to go that route. Are you planning to stream any other games? No, never. Freaking hate other games. Unless I find a game that I really like, then I'll stream that, but no shot. I like StarCraft. Yeah, so he's probably going to play the same strategy again. I'm kind of okay with that. I like it when people play their best builds. You know, sometimes you'll custom with people and they'll pretend, you know, like they want to play a macro game against you. But on the ladder, when there's MMR on the line, people always play their best build. So this is difficult for me as well, ego-wise, you know? Because I know I have very good chances against Shadow if I just play a more standard build order. But I believe that the real value will be in this particular build. I really do believe that. If he doesn't finish the block, that would be weird. Weird. Interesting. Okay, 29. Nexus. One of these. I don't have a lot of cash now, do I?
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. Just I am.
Okay. Oh no. You guys see what's happening? I'm gonna be supply blocked here. I need to cancel my stalker. It's frustrating. I think it's 4 I can actually just chase forever now, surely. 6 is a little bit scarier already. This is why you still want to keep the sentry alive, I guess. Well, that sucked. We got closer, though. Definitely did get closer. Once again, I shot my super battery a bit too fast, I think. Maxmax is really quite careful with the super battery. It's like his last resort. I also wonder if having the batteries too far forward is actually useful or not. Because I only really want to stop him when he starts going in, you know? With my sentry as well. When he's in, that's what I want to show the super battery. Not here. What was this? Here I should have moved my zealot forward, void ray back. Here, it was technically done. The super battery didn't even do anything because I was being healed by this particular battery. So it was a complete waste. Shot it for free. No real reason. So that's the first tool that I have to stop him from chasing. And then the second tool I have to stop him from chasing. Like, I think the move I'm about to make is not even necessarily bad. Like, killing a or a stalker, I think is maybe fine. If I still have a super battery remaining. But because I didn't, now it's not so fine. And now he can just go in. Yeah, this fight went relatively well because he has no space to attack. So despite it looking really bad, I'm kind of okay with how that went. Okay. Another thing is that I'm not entirely sure. I need to check something. Have you ever watched tennis or TV? Will you be watching Djokovic versus Alcaraz? No, I will not be watching that. I don't know what that is. I know I won't be looking at it. Change accounts here. Are cannons worth? Yeah, cannons are worth, generally. So, yeah, no, that's definitely worth. Another gateway is fairly useless for a very long time. It also doesn't provide the same benefit. So cannons build quicker and have more value if they finish. Gates, they finish more consistently, but they often don't really come into play. They don't put a timer on your opponent like cannons do. Let me have a look. Max packs versus Showtime. So here, this is how a defense is supposed to look like, or somewhat. Why go into Void Ray instead of going for the Immortal? Because I need to build the Stargate before I know what my opponent is doing. If you play one gate expand without Stargate, it is significantly worse. You can do it, gambly, but it is significantly worse. It's something you can mix in, but not as a standard. Okay. Stargate here. I think the location of the Stargate is fairly irrelevant. So he gets the Nexus down. I didn't get that Nexus down so fast. Battery. So he also just can't build it for a long time. Then starts an Oracle, then cancels it, starts a Void Ray that is still blocked. It seems freaking atrocious. He does get Warp Gate. Second Stalker after the Void Ray. Another battery. Wait, you know what we should do? We should actually have a look at his control groups as well. Why don't people go for the Cybercore sniper against one gates? This is often quite exposed. Because that allows the defending protoss to get a lot of other things. So it's often not super useful. It can be okay, but most of the time you want to go for the throat faster. Like if there are cannons going up and you start attacking the Cybercore, the other toss is super happy. Because if you get your cannons up, you can just rebuild the Cybercore somewhere else. Stargate. Stalker. Get Warp Gate. Nexus. Stalker. You see what the issue is here? Is that Void Rays are force supply. And the way that this build works, you can't afford a pylon really easily. Like you're lacking something. So this Stargate is not doing anything for so long. I actually find this a massive issue. Battery. Okay. Now let's have a look at the control groups. How does he micro this? Stalker, Stalker, Zealot. He has everything in the same control group. He must just be really quick at clicking. 343 gets the Forge. Gets one shot off. You see what he does different than I do? Is he stands in front with the Stalkers, really? As kind of a punching bag. And then the Void Ray comes in. Once the other Stalkers, they shoot. And he gets the Sentry. So that I did do as well. Another Pylon. Pylon's gonna massively delay his third Void Ray now. Massive delay. So, and now the... Oh, there you go. So he lost the gateway. This is why I often feel like Warp Gate is not worth it. You're investing 50 minerals in a building that's gonna get maybe a single warp in. That you could have also just built by just starting it. So it feels pretty expensive. See what the punching bag here is? It's always the Stalkers. It's never the Void Rays. So here he loses 2 Stalkers for 1 Stalker, but quite some damage. And he's winning time on the cannon. Another cannon. See, he always has a punching bag in front. Something that's eating. So here Cybercore gets taken out. That gives you time for cannons. You're pretty okay with this, I think. I mean, this game, he, technically Max Pax loses. Here I would have shot the super battery. 100%. But he doesn't. I don't understand how he does that. Maybe super battery would have been better. So he could have fought a bit. Now there's 3. No 4 yet. Look at his control now. How does he do that? He's just pop, 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 pop. Hup, zip. Like, he never gets caught. It's insane, no? Look at it. Poof. Every time you shoot something that isn't a void ray, he's getting damage in. Sometimes you're like... It's so good. Shoot. So he's just waiting. Look, and then he sees an opportunity for a mini attack. Shoot. Oh, gets a hit. Still hasn't used a super battery once. Now he uses it to heal the freaking Nexus. Out of all things. 12 Stalkers out. But 2 are over here. 10 Stalkers versus 4 Void Rays with a super battery present. I would have thought that you could fight this as the Void Ray boy. Now loses 1. This is a most magnificent game, isn't it? Just most magnificent game. You got 4 cannons up. I think Showtime is fairly far ahead though, because he has Stalkers versus someone without Warp Gate. He goes across. Look at... He immediately realizes what these Stalkers are here to do as well. You see? And he pulls the probes. It's masterful. It really is masterful. This guy is so brilliant. He really is. Yeah, he doesn't... The Stalkers and the buildings are secondary. The thing that matters for him are the Void Rays. Yeah, but the controller... See, I look at this and I think, I don't think I can do this. I actually don't think I can. I'm not sure if I can learn that in a week and a half. He's so good. Do you think Showtime blundered this game? I'm not sure if you'd call it blundering. I think he shouldn't have lost it. But it's a very difficult situation to make good decisions in, I think. Because he doesn't know exactly what his opponent's worker count is either. Stargate was in the main base, which does provide some value. So it's hard to say, I think. I wouldn't call it blunder, but I think Showtime had it, yeah, after killing the Nexus. Yeah, he always stands above the structures. He just everything he does is freaking good, though. Like, it's crazy. If the Stargate was in the natural, MaxPax loses that game. See, that's something I don't know if that's true. Because the Void Rays would have been at the fight quicker every single time. And on top of that, one of the most important things was winning more time for cannons to finish in a proper position. Maybe if the Stargate is there, it kind of functions as a bait. So there's like, it's definitely a trade-off. Like, it's 5 seconds that your Void Ray gets delayed every single time, right? Like, there might be some fights in which that really could have mattered. He 8 clicks once he realizes he can attack? I don't actually know. I'll ask him. But he's freaking good, man. Hey, do you A move in the 1 gate defense? Or do you right click individual stalkers? I think he right clicks probably. That's what I would think. If I'm not mistaken. The way that he moves, it looks like it at least. Quick look. Zoop. Maybe place Stargate on high ground but closer to natural is not possible. Because your second pylon needs to also cover your main mineral line. If your opponent plays a proxy Stargate and you don't have a pylon covering your main mineral line, you lose the game to a proxy Oracle. Or at least you're in a very bad position. That is why you can't do that. But otherwise, yeah, it would be perfect, of course. It would be great. The way that these void rays move makes me believe that he just A clicks, right? He's going like this. Pop, pop. I think this is different, of course. There's nothing there, but yeah, I think he's definitely he's right clicking on individual units. I'm pretty sure. I asked him though. We'll see what it is. All right, that's it for me today, though. Do you do any sports? Yeah, I run. I said earlier already. It's for me today, guys. I gotta practice hard. Jönköping is a week from now. I'm not in top shape yet. We'll hope we can make it. I'll see y'all next time. Tomorrow. No, tomorrow I won't be here. I will be on Twitch. All right. Ciao, ciao.